Hello everyone, and welcome to Dr. Carminati's YouTube channel. I'm so excited to have you here today for an incredible journey into the fascinating world of science. In this video, we'll dive deep into two captivating questions. What is quantum biology? How does quantum biology relate to theoretical chemistry? You'll find the link to the paper in the description below. If you're new here, I'd love for you to hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join our growing community. I also want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts, questions, or ideas for future videos in the comments. And if you enjoy this exploration, please give it a thumbs up. Let's get started on this mind-blowing adventure into quantum biology and its connection to theoretical chemistry. What is quantum biology? Let's begin with the first big question. What is quantum biology? If you're entirely new to this topic, don't worry. I'll break it down step by step so anyone can follow along. Quantum biology combines two fields that might seem worlds apart: quantum mechanics and biology. Quantum mechanics explores the behavior of the tiniest particles in the universe. Think electrons, photons, and atoms. These particles follow rules that often defy our everyday understanding of reality. On the other hand, biology studies living things, plants, animals, humans, and the processes that keep us alive. Quantum biology brings these worlds together by asking a bold question. Could the strange rules of quantum mechanics play a role in how life works? To understand this, we need to look at some key quantum concepts. Don't worry if they sound unusual. I'll explain each clearly. First, let's talk about superposition. This principle states that a particle can exist in multiple states simultaneously until something measures it. Imagine spinning a coin in the air. It's neither heads nor tails until it lands. In biology, some scientists think superposition helps enzymes, proteins that speed up chemical reactions in your body, work incredibly fast by exploring multiple reaction paths simultaneously. Next, there's entanglement. When two particles become entangled, their states link together, even far apart. If you change one particle, the other changes instantly, no matter the distance. Researchers believe entanglement might help birds like the European robin navigate during migration by sensing Earth's magnetic field, a process called magnetoreception. Another concept is quantum tunneling. This occurs when a particle passes through a barrier it shouldn't be able to cross, almost like a ball rolling through a hill instead of over it. In living systems, tunneling might allow protons to move quickly during reactions, speeding up processes like DNA mutations or enzyme activity. Now, let's see how these ideas apply to life. One stunning example comes from photosynthesis, the process plants use to turn sunlight into energy. When a photon of light hits a plant's leaf, the energy needs to travel through a complex system of molecules to reach a reaction center where it's stored as chemical energy. Remarkably, plants do this with nearly 100% efficiency. Almost every photon gets used. Scientists have discovered that quantum effects, like coherence, where particles move in sync, help that energy find the most efficient path. This isn't something classical physics can fully explain. It's a quantum trick. Another example involves your sense of smell. When you inhale a scent, molecules bind to receptors in your nose. Some researchers propose that quantum tunneling helps electrons in those receptors detect the vibrations of odor molecules, allowing you to distinguish between smells faster than classical models predict. This idea, called the quantum vibration theory of olfaction, remains debated, but it shows how quantum biology opens new ways of thinking. Then, there's the European robin I mentioned earlier. This bird can sense Earth's magnetic field to navigate during migration. A protein in its eyes, called cryptochrome, might use quantum entanglement to detect magnetic signals. Imagine pairs of particles in the robin's eyes becoming entangled, reacting to the magnetic field and sending signals to the bird's brain to guide its journey. This could explain how birds travel thousands of miles with pinpoint accuracy. Quantum biology isn't just a wild idea, it's a field backed by experiments. Scientists use advanced tools like lasers and spectroscopy to study these effects in real time. They've found quantum coherence in photosynthetic systems, tunneling in enzyme reactions, and even hints of quantum effects in DNA. Quantum biology suggests that life might harness the strange rules of the quantum world to survive and thrive. How does quantum biology relate to theoretical chemistry? Now that we've explored quantum biology, let's tackle the second question. How does it relate to theoretical chemistry? First, let's define theoretical chemistry. This field uses mathematics, physics, and computer simulations to understand chemical reactions and predict how molecules behave. Chemists create models to study how atoms bond, how electrons move, and how reactions unfold. Since electrons, the key players in chemical reactions, follow quantum rules, theoretical chemistry often relies on quantum mechanics to build accurate models. Quantum biology and theoretical chemistry connect because both fields explore how quantum effects drive processes at the molecular level. Theoretical chemistry provides the tools and principles, while quantum biology applies them to living systems. Let's look at a few examples to see how this works. Consider enzymes again. These proteins catalyze reactions in your body, speeding them up by factors of millions. Theoretical chemists use quantum mechanics to model how electrons and protons move during these reactions. They calculate energy barriers, the hills a reaction must climb, and predict how fast it happens. Quantum biology takes this further by asking, could quantum tunneling lower those barriers? Experiments confirm that protons often tunnel through barriers in enzyme reactions, making them faster than classical chemistry predicts. This overlap shows how theoretical chemistry's models help quantum biology explain life's efficiency. Another connection comes from energy transfer, like in photosynthesis. Theoretical chemists use quantum mechanics to simulate how energy moves through molecules in a plant's chlorophyll. They calculate the probabilities of electrons jumping between molecules, mapping out the fastest routes. Quantum biology builds on this by studying whether quantum coherence helps energy travel with minimal loss. Research shows that coherence persists in photosynthetic systems longer than expected, suggesting plants use quantum effects to boost efficiency. Here, theoretical chemistry provides the foundation, and quantum biology tests it in living organisms. Let's revisit the sense of smell. Theoretical chemists study how odor molecules interact with receptors in your nose. They calculate the vibrational frequencies of those molecules and how electrons shift during binding. Quantum biology proposes tunneling enhances this process, allowing receptors to detect vibrations more quickly. This idea bridges the two fields. Theoretical chemistry supplies the molecular details, while quantum biology explores how those details play out in a living system. The tools of theoretical chemistry also power quantum biology research. Computational simulations, a cornerstone of theoretical chemistry, let scientists model complex systems. For example, researchers simulate how cryptochrome in a bird's eye responds to magnetic fields, using quantum equations to predict particle behavior. Quantum biologists then design experiments to test these predictions, blending chemistry's precision with biology's focus on life. This partnership has big implications. Theoretical chemistry helps quantum biology uncover nature's secrets, which could lead to breakthroughs in medicine, technology, and more. Imagine designing drugs that mimic quantum-efficient enzymes or building solar cells inspired by photosynthesis. By working together, these fields push the boundaries of what we believe is possible. If you're new to this, here's a simple way to think about it. Quantum biology studies how life uses the weird rules of tiny particles, like tunneling or entanglement, to make energy or navigate. Theoretical chemistry uses those same rules to understand chemical reactions, providing the math and models to explain what's happening. Together, they show how the smallest pieces of nature power the biggest processes in life. Start with examples like photosynthesis or bird migration, and let your curiosity lead the way. We've taken an incredible journey through quantum biology and its deep connection to theoretical chemistry. From plants using quantum coherence to birds navigating with entanglement, these fields reveal the hidden magic of life. I hope this has sparked your curiosity as much as it has mine. Now, I'd love to hear from you. What did you think? Do you have questions or ideas for future videos? Drop them in the comments below. I read every one. If you enjoyed this deep dive, please give it a like and subscribe to join our community. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.